Hello guys, today I discuss the test for insurance, ethical and legal issue part 3. Ethical issue is predictive genetic testing, a public health perspective. Ethics, public health and genetics. Since the debate about ethical issue surrounding genetic testing has gained moment, the concern and the ethics, public health and genetic have covered. Public health participants are tasked with identifying possible express and recommendation testing for communicable disabled that the reportable condition. If genetics is also becomes a reported condition due to the expressions in fundamental screening public health, participants could be faced with issue of discourse. Lemon, for example, has described a scenario which whispered immunological genotype would be required to reduce the transmission of global drug resistant infection. It would be expected that most mandatory testing would be provided within the private sector. However, the public health system retains responsibilities for confidentiality and the effectiveness of genetics screening conducted under public health aspects. An example of public health invitation occurred in South Texas in response to a cluster of nasal tube differs NTD. In 1991, a statewide folic acid and NTD prevention campaign was funded by the March of Dames and NTD intervention project was piloted in West Texas, and the Texas Mexico border state British defect project operated in Navarro, Loaded, Mexico and Laredo, Texas. The American College of Medical Genetics. The American College of Obstetrician and the National Institute of Medicine provided an example of public intervention, this time of scientists fabrics when a consensus is confidence since 1997. They recommended that non-coercive actions jewels be offered casting services carrier screening that be made available to other eating and legal groups and that information regarding that risks and distributing within those two groups be made available. It's important to note that this was a recommendation of population screen of the voluntary rather than mandatory measure. The idea that the genetic testing is different from testing for the order disorder in normal genetic exemption. Genetic information is provided and directly related of an individual identity, not only confidently an issue for health care. Insurance covers and the employment, but information from a genetic test can affect an entire family. If the disorder in the other genetical dominate or carried by an individual, that person's parents, children, brothers, sisters, and even extended family may be also affected. Furthermore, and personnel may make like alternating discussion based on the result of the genetical test. Disclosure of genetical test results can be critical in all aspects in individual's life. Considerable debates sounded that the moral and ethical issue regarding persons who have undergraduate tentative genetic testing on questions of particular interest for e.g. whether or not family members should be informed of the test result. What are the moral obligation of the parent and the physician? Should some diagnosed with a genetic disorder inform his or her family they may be at risk? Should the physician who has diagnosed the patient inform the family of the disorder and recommendation testing? The answers to these questions are not easy and will vary depending on who is asked, and that no moral theory is used. The answers may be also dependent on their factory, such as severity in the disease. Thank you.